Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Carl Minger. This is Aaron Burns. We are Weichert Realtors, Main Edge, WRME Live, Mustang, Oklahoma, where the weather today is beautiful. I mean, it is awesome outside.
It is.
Had 2.5 inches of rain the other night, and then tomorrow's supposed to be great, and then next week we got lots more rain coming. But, I tell you, all this weather makes for some awesome sunrises and sunsets in Oklahoma. I absolutely love it.
Oh yeah, I had drone video done yesterday for one of my listings, and it turned out really good. The day that morning, just good, not too bright.
I tell you, that's one of the great things about real estate, though. We get to get out in this weather. I can't imagine being stuck in an office where I don't get to get out. Yesterday, we got the Arts Festival downtown Oklahoma City, which is a big deal. I mean, it's pretty awesome. And I think it's even bigger this year than it's been in a long time. Christine and I took off yesterday about 3 o'clock, went down there, took my granddaughter to the Arts Festival, and we just had a blast. Okay, got her face painted as a Ninja Turtle and all that stuff.
Right.
It was just, it was fun, and the food was great. And as a realtor, we have that flexibility.
Yes.
Now I schedule those things, and now one of the things, we've been listening to Grant Cardone.
Yes.
Okay, and what was he saying about like to-do lists or time blocking or whatever, something like that? Oh, time management.
Time management.
He don't really believe in time management a whole lot. So, but that's outside the box thinking. So.
Right, but you do. I believe in it just because I like to have my schedule. Like yesterday, it wasn't set.
Right.
Because I had some stuff planned. My day was blocked out. Then it was open. So I was able to go do some work, but then kind of have a down day, too.
Right.
So I was outside. I did work. I did some stuff around the house. So it was because I already had it blocked out.
Mm-hmm. Now,
it worked out.
One of my bankers called me yesterday morning and says, hey, we've got an extra couple of seats at the chamber banquet. And I'd already scheduled some other things. And they asked us to join them. And, I didn't buy a table this year. So I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll go. I'll look up at my schedule and see that we're going to the Arts Festival, but we'll be back in time to do that.
Oh, yeah.
So yesterday I went to the Arts Festival. We did all that stuff. Had to walk all the way through downtown to get back to my wife's truck so she could give me a ride home. Then we went to the chamber banquet where they had an auction, which was really awesome. I won the auction on the cheesecake for two on the top of the Mustang Water Tower. Now, Mustang Water Tower, that's a tall tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am so looking forward to that. Now, this is on June 29th. June 29th is the big Freedom Fest and Bean Supper in Mustang. And we have one of the largest fireworks displays in the state. I mean, it's awesome.
Oh, it's great. I can see it from my house.
Oh, it looks like a real war zone. I mean, it's pretty awesome.
We went and attempted once.
And we're going to get to watch that from the top of the water tower with the mayor. Okay, no, not the mayor, the city manager. Okay, he's the one making the cheesecake, Mr. Tim Rooney. I don't know. That's exciting. My wife wanted to do it, and we got to. I would still bid a little higher, but I don't think people really understood what it was. Of course, a lot of people I don't think want to climb. I think it's 800 steps or something, or ladder steps to the top, something like that. So it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to that.
I don't want to climb that either.
What are you doing?
Glad you won. I was sharing so other people that can't find us on WRME Live. I share it to your page, Robert's page, my
Good morning,
page.
Sandy. Good morning, Stephen K. There's Christine.
So I'm trying to make sure everybody that wants to see us can find us.
All right. Well, that's good.
Because,
Because you are the Facebook guru.
Everybody needs a dose of us every Friday, right?
Yes, Christine, I am doing that for the cheesecake because I hear the city manager's cheesecake is to die for, which I'm a cheesecake fan anyway.
I'm not, so
I am. Slap a little strawberry syrup on there. Okay. Hey, this is episode 99.
It is.
Can you believe that? 99. Next week will be 100. We're going to do something special for the 100.
I think we might be able to think of something.
I'll tell you what. Well, what do you got to talk about today?
Well, we were talking the other day about the opportunity
zones.
Zones.
And that's not just commercial, but if you're a residential realtor or you have investors that you're working with you need to study up on the opportunity zones. And
let's explain what that is.
The opportunity zones are, well, and I can't really tell you exactly what it is. It's if it's bought, or it can be even on the lease side in 2019, you hold that for 7 years, make improvements or whatever. You don't pay capital gains when you sell it, but you got to hold it that 7 years.
Yes.
That is huge. Okay, that's like an extra 28 to 35% appreciation on top of your regular appreciation.
And there's only certain areas like
it has to be an opportunity zone. So get with your commercial realtor, because he will have the software that shows the opportunity zones. You can find them online. It's very difficult, but we work with CoStar and LoopNet, and there's filters and layers on there. Boom, it shows you exactly where everything's at.
So if you're thinking about investing in an office complex or industrial or whatever,
even landlords, multifamily or even single family, that's for for rentals. And that's just a big deal. You don't, until you've done some real estate deals where you're really getting into the tax side of it, you don't really understand the value. First of all, we all love the appreciation in real estate, and we've got a great appreciation, almost 5% in Oklahoma City right now. You're pretty much guaranteed a 3% here, but most areas are 5.5%. Your depreciation on your taxes, as an investor, you get to depreciate every one of your properties over whatever amount of years fits that property. Get with your CPA.
Yes.
You got the cash flow from that property. And then
if it's not a cash flow, you need to rethink some stuff.
I've got investors that have negative cash flow every month, but it's so small
that it's not that big of a deal.
But they have people paying for their properties, and they're out, 5-10% at the most generally.
Well, and that's not bad.
Well, that's actually, it's like putting that money in the bank. Mm-hmm. Okay, anytime somebody else makes your mortgage payment, it's just like putting that money, that principal amount in a savings account.
That's still better than 20 or more percent.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's just, there's so many ways. Once you get into the investment side, you see, where you're, I'm only making 0.07% on this, but then you look at your tax savings, your appreciation, your depreciation, all this stuff, and at the end of the year, it really makes a huge difference. And I, as a broker, I've always told all of my agents, and this kind of comes from the Millionaire Real Estate Investors book from Gary Keller of Keller Williams fame. Okay, buy one investment property a year. If you're in this business 20 years, at the end of 20 years, you're going to have 20 investment properties. And I'm not talking apartment complexes or what. Just buy one rental, okay, or one land buy and hold piece.
And keep in mind, we understand that sometimes coming into it, you can't do that right off the bat. So work towards it. Like, I'm working towards it. There's no way I could do it right now, but I am working towards it.
Well, Christine, our office coordinator and everything, when I talked to her about this when she first got her real estate license, she's just like, there's no way I can ever do that. Mm-hmm. And then, she got one rental. Yep. Okay, she actually moved from that house into another house, so she had a rental. Okay, and then the opportunity to buy the house next to her came up. She bought that rental. Right. She's getting ready to move into another house, and then she'll have another rental. Rental. She's not quite got the one a year, but it's really close. Yep. And she says, just a few years ago, there's no way that I can ever do that. I just don't have the money. It's all about, just sticking with it, and you got to make that decision. Yeah. And if you're working with investors, or maybe you're working with like folks that are retiring or something, they're stepping down on houses, they need places to put that money besides just putting it in investment accounts. Because you buy a good piece of real estate, it's pretty much going to hold that value plus, just in appreciation, besides any income. So, and that's better than you're going to get. Go put your monies in a CD. What's the best you can get right now? What, 1.25%, something like that? Whoopie-doo. Nobody's going to get excited about that. Yeah, Christine is looking forward to getting more rentals. And her husband has fought her a little bit on this. And then, whammo, he's starting to understand the tax benefits because they've got 3 or 4 now. And he works a regular job. Yep. They have their insurance through his work and stuff like that. And I think that's a great plan for couples when one can just have a regular job and get all the benefits that come with that.
It does help.
Yes, it does. And then my wife, she gave me a big lecture just a few months ago. Well, I'm making this much money. I said, okay, well, just because I didn't bring on this much this last month, look at how much our investments put in our savings, because that's what it is. All that equity that goes to the properties or, to the principal every month, that's just like putting that in a checking account. Okay, I said, okay, in the last 20 years, when's the last time we put more than $8,000 or $9,000 a month in our savings? We never did that.
Right.
If we put $1,000 a month in our savings, we were like, well, proud of ourselves. It's all about perceptions and watching those numbers. Okay,
right.
And that's part of our jobs as realtors is helping our clients watch those numbers, understand those numbers. If you're just a regular agent and you just list houses or work with buyers, whatever you do, try to get used to, learning some of the things. Watch every transaction. See what your clients are looking for. Even when they're buying a house, they're thinking about how am I going to make money off of this in the long run. Otherwise, they might as well go rent. If they're not looking for the equity over time and the tax benefits, they're not really, they're just changing places to live. But most people, especially after 35 or 40, they start thinking about, the equity in the long haul.
Well, that's just like you got your older couples, the empty nesters or whatever, and they decide to finally downsize.
Right.
More than likely, hopefully, if everything was done right, they have equity in that house. So they can turn around, and that goes into their retirement fund. So,
and there's a lot of people, they've worked hard, they've got their house paid off, and, so many people assume that everybody has a house payment. No. 45% of all properties out there have no mortgage. Okay,
and sometimes you'd be surprised what ones don't have house mortgage. You would think they would have a mortgage, and you go and we talk to them, and it's
that's paid off.
Oh, we're paid off, and you're gone. Oh,
yeah. And I tell you,
I want to be
not having a house payment is wonderful. I love it. Good morning, Stacy. Joining us today. But that's back to if you're going to be in real estate, do it for real. Okay. If you're with a brokerage that isn't teaching you about investment stuff or how to relate to your clients on their level on what is their deal. At Weichert, we really do like the buyer consultation deal. It's like 3 pages long. But by the time we sit down here in the office, whatever, with these clients and go through all this stuff, you know what they want. You know what the husband wants. You know what the wife wants.
You know what is the have to have.
You got to know your clients. And I get frustrated that there's a lot of people out there that are just buying and selling houses, with their clients, and they're not really getting to know them. I love to get to know my clients.
I do too.
I think it's a big dog at Weichert.
I think it makes a difference.
It's a people business. It's people to people. That is what good real estate's all about. Even in commercial. Now, residential, there's so much emotional.
Yes.
Commercial, it's facts. But you got to have a relationship with that client where they understand and believe your facts. And you got to feed them good facts. I mean, stuff that's real, okay?
And know what you're talking about. Don't try to feed anybody a line because they'll know.
Yep. If they don't know, they'll figure it out, and then they'll hate you.
Right.
And the level of BS in this industry is beyond some of the fishing stories I hear. I mean, it's just crazy.
My fish really was 10 feet long, okay?
All right. Well, what time we got?
We got It is 9:15.
Oh my gosh, we've been yakking for a long time. Or I've been yakking for a long time. You got anything else before we start wrapping this?
Well, there's lots of stuff going on this weekend around the city. So if you're going to be in town,
we got the Arts Festival.
5K or the Memorial
run. That's
marathon, half marathon, 5K, and I don't know what else they're going to be having.
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff, and it's going to be a beautiful weekend.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, go out and enjoy it.
Or holler at us if y'all want to go look at some houses.
Okay. We are Weichert Realtors Main Edge, Mustang, Oklahoma, where we do real life, real world real estate every day. Come see us.